What's good? It's your boy Black Horseman back with another live stream, man. Salute to all my subs, man. Everybody that's new to the channel, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you'll get the notification when I kick off these live streams and drop videos. So yeah, man, let's get right to it. Deontay Wilder, looks like all the breaking news all over the place. Deontay Wilder has been ordered by the WBC to face his mandatory enemy. Um, who is that, you might ask? That's Dominic Brazil. You know, Wilder and Dominic Brazil got some history. Turns out that they got into it outside of the ring. You know, they got into a little altercation, and I believe that it was Deontay Wilder's brother who actually put hands on Dominic Brazil in front of his wife. You know, his fam. So Dominic Brazil wants some revenge, man. He's been wanting some get back. He's been calling out Deontay Wilder. I believe he's probably received step aside money. I don't know all the, don't quote me on that. So I don't know all the deep particulars on that. Shout out what's blazing in sports in the chat and Samuel Shaw. What's good, my brother? So, when it comes to that, Dominic Brazil, he's been wanting smoke. See, this is the thing about me. I'm thorough, man. I pay attention to certain things like this. Somebody can say stuff like, I'm the baddest man on the planet. I'm the boogeyman. But with me, to me, I feel it's imperative, man, that you take care of business in your sanctioning body. For me, like if you got somebody right there that might be at the number two, number one, number two, number three, take care of business. Now, I understand if we're talking about a unification fight, that trumps all mandatories. But let's just keep it 100. Deontay Wilder has not been in a unification fight at all. You know what I mean? He fought in his last few fights. He fought Tyson Fury, Luis Ortiz, and Bermane Stiverne. I don't know how long Dominic Brazil has been in mandatory, but he's been calling this man out. This guy only has one loss. He lost to Anthony Joshua, at his first crack at a title. So, hey, losses don't define you. It's about you actually getting up, bouncing back from that loss, and putting yourself back in position to fight for a title. And here he is. I got to give Dominic Brazil his credit, man. He beat who he needed to beat to put himself in a position to fight for a title. Now the fight is ordered. So you know what? We as media, if we true boxing fans, we got to put the heat. We got to let it be known. All right, Deontay Wilder, let's get this shit. Let's get work. Let's get this shit in. No ducking or dodging. This is an ordered fight between Deontay Wilder and Dominic Brazil. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to sell. Y'all already got bad blood. Y'all are true enemies. Kind of similar to Terrence Crawford and Jose Benavidez. It was already beef. So this should be a good fight. A good fight. They're in the same sanctioning body. No, it's not unification, but hey, you're not unifying right now. No, you couldn't get the Tyson Fury fight. He's trying to get a warm up before he faces you. Hey, cool. I mean, you can't control that, Deontay Wilder. So, hey, hopefully you got all that anger out your system. Stay off social media, talking shit about Fury's a bitch this and bitch that. All right, you got to move on, bro. You a champion still. You got business to take care of in the WBC. And you have to do what you're supposed to do. Handle business. Somebody has put themselves in a position to fight you. Now, let's get this smoke in. Let's get it. Let's get it. So, you know what? I'm not upset about this fight at all. What's up, Boxing Monster? He says, fam, what's going on, bro? I'm not upset about this fight at all because this is part of being a champion. You got to defend your title. You have to prove once more that you are the legitimate champion, that you are stamped. You ain't going nowhere. It don't matter who come up this ladder. I'm going to knock him smooth out. So hey, Deontay Wilder being the type of guy he is, you know, knockout king, get in there, knock Dominic Brazil out. What's blazing the sports says Devern was a mandatory. He fought him November 4th, 2017. Wilder only fought twice since then. Brazil became mandatory after that. He has been paid no step aside money. Okay. Well, don't pay him no step aside money now. There ain't nobody else really on the horizon to fight. Nobody on the horizon right now to fight. So this should be easy. Should be easy go. Go ahead and give Dominic Brazil a second loss. Samuel Shaw says that mandatory should have happened a while ago, but it's going to be a short night for Brazil. Maybe so. Maybe so. You know, I mean, Brazil's been wanting that fight, man, for a while. He's been wanting it. You know, Wilder, I'm sure, could have fought him in his last fight, but he wanted to face Tyson Fury. Face Tyson Fury coming out of retirement after his 2 little warm-ups. And he didn't look impressive in his last fight. He did not look impressive in his last fight. You know, I actually had him losing that fight against Tyson Fury. A guy who was still looked overweight. A guy who looked horrible in his previous 2 fights before facing Wilder. And got knocked down twice, but I still had him winning. So, do I feel like Dominic Brazil is an elite boxer or something like that? No. But this is the heavyweight division. And I'm sure that a lot of other heavyweights seen that fight and was like, man, you know what? If I get in there with that man, I can probably do this and do that. It don't mean it's gonna happen, but I'm sure a lot of fighters was pretty confident. Had a little bit more courage after seeing it. Like, you know what? This motherfucker is human. This nigga can be beat. Also, I keep it a stack. Like my nigga Luis Ortiz. He didn't look impressive in his last fight. If I'm any other heavyweight, I'm like, that nigga human. Let me get in there. I love get that nigga on my resume. And that's my nigga. But at the end of the day, that's the worst I've ever seen Luis Ortiz. I don't know if it's just the age or if he just was like, you know what, let me just look average so these niggas can jump in there with me. I don't know. Either way, if I'm another heavyweight looking at that, I'm like, oh, I can touch that nigga. He can get touched up. And we talking about the heavyweight division. So Dominic Brazil is a big dude. I don't think he's bigger than Fury. Fury had the height advantage, the weight, better boxer, very slick in there. So we're talking about a flat-footed, guy who just comes forward, applying a lot of pressure, and probably just banking on one big money punch to land. I don't really think he can outbox Wilder, but his pressure and size and maybe be able to land a big shot. Who knows what can happen? It's the heavyweight division, but that's why it's so exciting. That's what makes the heavyweight division so exciting. So I hope that Deontay Wilder is focused, got his mind on his career and what's ahead of him, and not being so upset and concerned about Fury right now or what Joshua is doing with Miller. Or man, get focused. Get focused. I was not entertaining all of that extraness. He was coming at Ward and coming at Fury. And hey, man, shut that shit up, bro. Focus on what you need to do. You on to the next. Could have sworn Wilder was talking about getting to 50 and 51 and 0 or whatever. You still undefeated. You got away from that, got out of that fight with a draw. Credit to you. You got the 2 knockdowns and convinced the judges it was a draw. Credit. I'm glad. At the end of the day, hopefully he's learned from that fight. And he can go in there and make a huge statement. It just knocked Brazil to smooth out. Like, let everybody know, like, yeah, everybody can have an off night, but you put a nigga like this in front of me, this is what I'm gonna do to him. So I want to see it. And it's a fight that was ordered. And I just want to see that shit happen. Samuel Shaw says that man story should happen. Okay, what's Blazing Sports says Wilder reach out to Brazil to make the fight after Fury pulled out. Samuel Shaw says, well, this is WBC ordering it. So, I mean, you got exclusive interview or something with him or something? This is WBC, so I'm going off with the WBC order. So that's all that matters. Samuel says, I hope they don't try to make this a pay-per-view fight. I mean, it better not be. You know, I mean, I'm so sick of PBC doing this trash ass cards, man. You know, when you got fucking Errol Spence facing Mikey, and then you got on the undercard Jalen Trash Juice Love versus Benavidez is the co-main event. Come on, get that shit up out of here. That don't need to be on no pay-per-view. Jalen Love don't need to be nowhere near a pay-per-view. Nowhere near it. Not unless you pay niggas to get into the Mayweather gym and watch that nigga fight in the doghouse or some shit. $5 a ticket. Get this nigga off pay-per-view. What the hell's going on? You know what I mean? So, you know, niggas don't like me saying it, but fuck it. Nigga, like Top Rank at least you got Terrence Crawford versus Amir Khan. You got Shakur Stevenson. You got you got I think Lil B Hop is gonna be on the undercard. Teofimo Lopez. That's better. Much better. You know what I'm saying? These rising stars, and then you got two legitimate stars in the welterweight division. Samuel says, I can't wait until Adam Konaki get a shot at Deontay. I like Konaki. He's a tough guy, man. From I think he Polish or something, right? Like he from Poland or something. I like him. You know, actually, Charles. I think when he fought Charles Martin, that was I mean, he beat the brakes off Washington. I already knew that was gonna happen. I already knew he was gonna beat the hell out of Joe Washington, but I was a little shocked that he went the distance with Charles Martin. Not a little shocked. I thought he was gonna stop Charles Martin. We got 4 watching. I hit the thumbs up. I thought he was gonna stop Charles Martin, but you know, Martin, I guess, you know, he's tough. He was tough. But yeah, I like Konaki. Boxing Monster says this fight better be free. Yeah, man. I don't want to pay to see this shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to pay to see this. This is not no pay-per-view shit. You know. What's Blazing says Brazil did an interview saying Heyman reached out to him after Fury pulled out and he wanted the shot over Dillian White. Boxing Monster says Benavidez is going to murder that boy. Man, it's not going to even be close. Come on, man. Yayo Benavidez is about to beat the brakes off Jalen Trash Juice Love. No, he didn't stop Charles Martin, Sam. It went the distance. It went the distance, man. He didn't even drop Martin at all. He didn't even drop him. You know, I was shocked. It ended up being a tough little fight. I was like, wow, Charles Martin is hanging with him. I mean, Adam Konaki won the fight. You know, he was but down the stretch, man, you just seen how I don't know, Charles Martin got a second win in that fight. And he was able to make it more competitive down the stretch. But yeah, I still like him though. I think he's great for the heavyweight division. Great for the heavyweight division. He beat and that nigga from my state, Joe Washington. But I'm like, all that height and muscles, nigga, for nothing. For nothing. That just show you, man, no matter how much size you got, if you ain't got the heart and all of that, you done. You get in there with somebody who know you scared or somebody who, you know what I'm saying, just smell the fear on you, nigga. You gonna get your head beat in. You get your brains beat in on the quick. Boxing Monster says, I want to see Usyk versus Wilder. That's my dream heavyweight fight. Says, I know Wilder is going to avoid Joshua. Oh, man. You said that's your dream fight? Usyk and Wilder? Why that matchup right there? You must don't like Wilder. What about Usyk and Joshua? Usyk and, you know, dare say like what about Usyk and Fury or Usyk and Ortiz? But that fight right there, why you say that? Because it's like the risk? I don't know. But anyhow, you know, I heard about Usyk, coming up or possibly coming up, but I think they said they eyeing either Joseph Parker or I know I heard Parker as a potential opponent for him, or I forgot the other name. Jazzy T. What's up, Jazzy T? Let me hand you this wrench. Says he didn't stop Charles. Yeah, he didn't stop him. I was shocked. I think in my prediction, no, I was getting ready to do a prediction video. I never got around to it before that fight. But yeah, he just, I thought he was going to literally just run through him in the first couple rounds, at least the first 3 rounds. Boxing Monster says contrasting styles, and you said, and I like Wilder. I mean, let's just keep it real. When you're talking about boxing ability, Wilder is at the bottom. You got to say he's literally at the bottom. Like, I would put Ortiz ahead of him, Fury for sure ahead of him, Joshua ahead of him, possibly Dillian White ahead of him, maybe Parker ahead of him. I'm talking about just off boxing ability, Wilder just has something that just you can't teach, man. He grazed the side of your head, it could be over. Night-night. That's a superpower. Anybody can learn how to box. I remember Andre Ward was talking about he had to work so hard just to be able to do a lot of the things that other fighters do naturally. Like, I remember him giving credit to Adrian Broner and saying that I think it was Broner. Yeah, he was just saying, like, this guy just got natural abilities and things like that, which he does. But Broner's issue is not talent and natural ability, is just other shit. His thing is just more like focus, and I think really mainly just focus, and just dedicating himself, being 100% into just a sport, and that's it. But like Andre Ward, he developed into a great boxer, but he was not he admitted it, that like it's not really just a natural thing for him. It was something he had to just work extra hard at, Whereas when we talk about natural, Wilder just a naturally powerful dude, man. He's naturally powerful. Whereas like other people, yeah, they can lift a hell of weights, right? They can be huge, like 250. If you're 250 pounds, you hit somebody upside their head, nigga, it's gonna hurt. You going to sleep. They catch you clean. You know what I mean? Even as a heavyweight, if you close in size to them, like, nigga, you can get slept. Wilder is not the biggest guy in the heavyweight division, and he can graze your forehead, my nigga, and you out here like you having, what I'm saying, a low-key lucid dream in the ring. So, I mean, some people are just gifted. Boxing Man says, yeah, right, but he got power. What's Blazer said, Wilder has a rare gift, extreme power. Yes, extreme power, man. Extreme power. And his power carries through the rounds. I mean, literally, Fury almost got literally flatlined in the 12th. That ain't something, you know what I mean? Like, that ain't something that's natural, man. That's supernatural shit. Jazzy T says, I think that was Charles' first fight as Floyd Sr. as his coach. He didn't have Floyd Sr. He had wasn't it Jeff? It was Jeff Mayweather, I think, the brother. If I'm not mistaken, it was Jeff Mayweather. Now, I don't know if Floyd Sr. worked with him in camp, but in the corner, if I'm not mistaken, it was Jeff Mayweather. That's why I really thought he was going to get his ass blasted. I was like, Jeff Mayweather? That nigga? Oh, it's over. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I believe it was Jeff Mayweather. What's Blazing says Wilder was 209 versus Fury, who was close to 260. Power is real. I mean, can't nobody debate that. Wilder's power is serious. Anybody that has got hit by Wilder, if these niggas get up there and try to say, oh, it was okay, his power was all right, nigga, retire right now, nigga. Get up there lying and shit, nigga. Like, if you weigh that much and you land flat on your back from a nigga that's 209 and you 260, Nah, bro. Stop the lying. Stop it. You know? So I mean, like, that's something that that's Wilder's gift, is power. So I like it's not a knock at Wilder when I say that I can put so many people as far as boxing ability ahead of him. It's just that he knows what he's good at. He just got to just set it up better. You know, I wish he would have just had, started fainting Fury. I mean, because he could have beat Fury, man. He could have knocked him out. But he came in. Yeah, like I say, man. Like I said, I'm rooting for Wilder. You know what I mean? Um, I usually go root for the better boxer over the bigger puncher. But in the heavyweight division, I root for Wilder because this guy, man, he's doing something that's phenomenal. He's like our superhero in this era. Like, we've never seen anybody do anything like this, you know. Um, and I'm just chopping it up to the fact that this was his first fight, and on pay-per-view, he got a little bit too excited, too emotional. He let a lot of people was kind of taking little verbal jabs at him, and Rado Raheem and shit. I mean, even though you a professional, you got to keep your composure. But with it being so much, and him being his first, headliner on a pay-per-view event, it was a bit much for him. It was a bit much for him. I liked it though. I liked the fact that, that was dope, man. I seen the nigga when the nigga walked in with the goddamn diamond encrusted face, mask on and shit. I'm like, this nigga is about to destroy Fury. And he went in there and he struggled. He struggled, man. You know. And of course I'm gonna root for him in a rematch. And but like I said, he's just one of them guys to where he don't have to have the most boxing ability to beat you. He don't. And I'll tell you like this, Dominic Brazil, like I say, if this fight officially gets made, man, he just better just tone the shit talking down. Because we've seen this pattern before. When he couldn't get the fight with Ortiz, he damn near killed Stiverne. And you know what it just shows you how freakish the freakish power this nigga has. I was watching Joe Joyce versus Bermane Stiverne the other day, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I'm saying to myself, like, damn, why he can't knock out Stiverne? I'm talking about like in the early rounds, like first 3 rounds, because he was catching him flush. And I'm like, either this nigga really don't hit that hard, you know what I'm saying? Or this nigga Wilder power is on a whole nother galaxy, nigga. I mean, Wilder just landed one right hand on Stiverne, and it was like Ryu let off one of them little fireballs. You'd get, and the nigga just flew across the ring. I was like, what the fuck? And Stiverne was about 250, 260? You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing about it, like, Wilder had a different type of fuel at that time. Like, it was like, this nigga's in my way. This not the nigga I really want to fight. I really want to fight the nigga Ortiz. So I'm about to body this nigga Stiverne real quick on a quick light. And then I'm going to go and get this nigga Ortiz and let him know, bro, I still want smoke. So maybe he going to probably do the same thing. Maybe he going to blast through Dominic Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Early, get him out of there on a quick and just go hard and just be like, look, yeah, Fury, I need that. This will be the second rematch we have seen from Wilder if he faces Fury. And we seen what he did in the rematch to the first guy he fought. It was bad. It was real bad. That nigga he ain't been the same since. This nigga's gonna be like a gatekeeper sparring partner, Stiverne, from now on. Like, he's done. Boxing Monster says Andre Ward's the mauler, a straight bully in the ring. Yeah, man. Most def. Yeah, Simon Shaw. I figured it was. Yeah, I knew it was Jeff. Funny looking Jeff. Chin Smoke said, "What's good, Black? What's up, Chin?" He said, "Just listening in at work. Boxing Monster says Wilder struggled with a better boxer. Same way Spence is going to struggle with Garcia. LOL. Nah, I still say 50-50 fight. Yeah, that's two different fights right there, man. Two different fights. You know what, man, that you brought that up. Like I said, I could have saved, and I probably could do a different video for it, but I don't know. Y'all ask the ones that's in the chat right now, like, do y'all think Spence looks the same physically? Do y'all think he still looks the same? Like, he gonna have the same ferociousness as like them niggas like to say? Or is Vada a factor? I'll say one picture of the nigga. He was looking fatigued. Like, like if somebody can lose a little too much weight and they look drained. I don't know. It could just be me. What's Blazing the Sports says, blast through Brazil and maybe go for AJ. I don't think Fury going to fight Wilder for a while. Fury wants complete control and still not fight Wilder next. You don't think so? I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I say, I'll be done with the nigga. If Fury does not keep his word and fight Wilder after they both get this fight in, like say Wilder fights Brazil and Fury fights whoever. You know who I think Fury might fight? Let's go, Chad. That nigga, Shannon the Cannon Briggs, man. He might fight him because I think he wants to get this nigga payday. Because Wilder wasn't the only one trying to encourage Fury to come back. Let's go, champ. Shannon the Cannon Briggs was really encouraging Fury. When Fury was up there in weight, like 400, Shannon the Cannon was being very supportive, man. I remember this dude. Matter of fact, I had dubbed a little audio of it or a clip of it. Shannon Cannon was like, "Oh, you be back, champ. Don't worry, champ." So, he seemed like he a good dude. He was actually really encouraging. And Fury was telling him, like, "Nah, I can't do it, man. I'm 400." He was up there. He's like, "You be back, champ. Don't worry about it, champ." So I think, not making no excuses for Fury, but I think he wants to give Shannon the Cannon a payday. Because we know Shannon the Cannon, he pretty much checkmated himself, got popped for the PEDs. I mean, any other fighters have got popped for PEDs too, but this is a guy who nobody want to get, you know what I'm saying? Like, get stopped by a nigga who's 60. I know he ain't that old, but that nigga big, But Shannon the Cannon, man, like he like Fury know, like, man, I'll box the brakes off this nigga. But this dude is good dude. He was supporting me when not too many people was. When I was in deep depression, he was there trying to tell me I'll be back. So mark my word. Like I said, I haven't heard this from nobody and nobody else say this, but don't be shocked. And because you just remember, he just got his license back. Shannon Cannon recently got his license back. They couldn't give me away, champ. I'm back, champ. I'm pulling up on him, champ. Matter of fact, he was in a hotel and he thought he saw Fury. He walked up on the dude. He's like, "Oh, my bad, champ. I thought you was Fury. My bad, champ." So, Fury, that fight might happen. You never know. That fight might happen. So don't be shocked if we hear Fury versus Shannon the Cannon. It'd be good little exposure for Shannon the Cannon. Even if you get, stopped or, get his ass whooped real bad, it'll give him an opportunity to say some stuff, promote his brand. And, he's a good positive influence, I used to be following him on IG and stuff like that, But I had some words from that nigga that, like, he was trying to clown Broner one time. I was like, "Nigga, didn't you just get popped for PEDs? Stop it." And he was like, "You lame, champ. You lame, champ." But he cool, though. He's still cool. I don't hold grudges, man. I would love to see him get a shot, and, at least, in his age, because he still has a, positive energy, He's very motivating. You see a guy like that motivate people. What's Blazing says, he boxed Shannon in an easy fight, boring fight. Yeah, it'll be, I mean, a boring fight because, Fury would probably be trying to take it easy on him too. Once he realized like the nigga can't really hit him. Summer Shaw says, at first I didn't think his body looked the same, but these videos that just came out, he's looking very jacked. Oh, for real? So I got to see more. I think the video I seen, man, he just had like, I think his sleeves rolled up, but I ain't really seen him with a shirt off. So I don't know. We got to see. Jazzy T said, I think Fury might fight Parker. I think Parker done. I mean, I think he'll continue to fight. But Parker, I would like to see Parker and like maybe Kanaki. Like that would be a good test for Kanaki or something like that. Because Kanaki's still undefeated, man. I like to see somebody from another country, man, come in and start making some noise. He's exciting too. He's an exciting fighter. Jalik the Leader, what's up? He says Fury going to claim lineal status and hide behind ESPN and try to control negotiations, but little do he know Wilder and AJ in the fall all belts. Do you really believe that? He says Fury versus Dillian in the fall in the UK. Okay, so what about what's next? You don't think Fury gonna fight nobody until the fall? It's March. One thing that Fury don't want to do is take a long layoff. Didn't you just get offered this contract? He needs to get busy. It's time. It's go time. It's not sit back and chill time. This nigga will balloon back up. This nigga out here looking like RoboCop and shit. Jazzy T says, I think that Parker is with ESPN, so it will be easy to make the fight. Oh, Parker's with ESPN? Damn, boy. ESPN making chess moves, ain't they? It's crazy, man. It's becoming a situation where I don't know what they're gonna do on the PBC side, man. I tell you like that. Because niggas is talking a lot of shit about PBC this, PBC that. It's like I think they're gonna get ready to start throwing the bag at everybody. Give niggas offers they really can't refuse. And they're just gonna be forced to, hey man, get down or lay down. What's Blazing says, I think it's a higher chance Wilder fights AJ next over Fury. Eddie said the AJ fight could be on Showtime and not tied to DAZN. That'll be dope, man. If that actually happens this year, I hope that shit happen around my birthday, like October. Nigga. I already dreamt the shit was in America, man. Last year I dreamt that shit. I dreamt that shit. I dreamed that Joshua was all nervous and shit walking in. He walked in. He walked in first, of course, and nigga was nervous. That nigga didn't even know like where to walk in on the ring. You know, like how you get ready to walk up the steps to get into the ring. It was like he didn't even know what side. Like, bro, you better get focused, fam. You better get focused. I'm glad that Wilder got the butterflies out though in his first pay-per-view. I'm glad he got away with the draw. I think he's gonna be less distracted and less phased on the second go round. I'm rooting for him. Jalik the Leader says Fury going to fight a tune-up in New York somewhere. Samuel Shaw says I think White just signed on ESPN too. I heard that there's possibility that he could sign with ESPN. So it's like, where does that leave Wilder? Like, I mean, I understand, like they're saying you're a free agent, so yeah, man. ESPN making chess moves. Top rank, ESPN, Eddie Hearn and them. It just seems like a Heyman, PBC, they like on their own little island over there. And it seems like it's not really heat. It's not that much fire. Even though they made their little, what you call it, new contract with Fox, CBS, and all of that. I just don't see as much. It's making much fireworks like that. Like I see ESPN and DAZN, like they signing Canelo. They getting, ESPN getting Fury, and it's just telling you, man. Pretty soon, like all that talk is gonna change from like They just want to fight us because they ain't got nobody else to fight over there. Like, okay. Okay. What's Blazing says White will probably fight Fury in a couple fights if the ESPN deal goes through. Fury and White both on ESPN. So White is on ESPN. Wow. Damn, what happened? Heyman? I thought Heyman was supposed to get White. Yeah, man. Ain't looking too good, man. Ain't looking too good. You know, I know niggas gonna be riding PBC all day long. I don't look. I don't side with networks and promoters and shit. I just look at where's the talent, where's the fighters. You know, I focus on what the fighters is doing. Niggas be trying to hide behind networks, and you got certain fans that you know. I'm a PBC fan. I'm a PBC fan. Me fuck Crawford. Crawford's on Top Rank. Like what? Fuck a good fighter because of who he signed to? Like that's stupid. That's dumb. What's up, OBZ? Says Top Rank came in the back door and took the division. Showtime slowly exiting the sport. Damn, you think it's like that? It has kind of been quiet, a little cricket status a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I just been hearing a lot more noise on the ESPN side, mainly ESPN side, and then the zone too. Come on, man. Like, hey, the zone is about to give us Canelo, Danny Jacobs, unification. Thank you. Like, that's great. HBO crashed. They picked up Golden Boy, Canelo, top pound for, you know, arguably one of the top pound for pound guys, cash cow. Along they got Joshua over there. They got Miller getting ready, you know, fighting over there. And it looks like ESPN and the Zone, Matchroom, whatever, they all willing to work with each other. Heyman got still this old grudge or some shit, man, or whatever. Like he don't want to get these fights done with them guys, you know, or these fighters want to hide behind Heyman and don't want to actually get these fights in. Shit is dumb. But I don't know, man. I think the shit is gonna be moving still, man. We gotta sit around and wait for these guys to fight once or twice a year, and all of this shit, and then buy these $80 pay-per-views with Jalen Love on a cold main event. I'm telling you, man. What's Blazing the Sports says it's not completely official yet. They said the deal is close with White and Top Rank ESPN. Man, that old motherfucker, man, still making chess moves, man. This man is, goodness gracious, 91 years old or some shit. Still out here, out chess moving these niggas, bro. Jazzy T says, I think Wilder will be fine because he can fight on any network, but will he? Will he, though? Will he do that? Imagine the quote-unquote baddest man on the planet fighting on ESPN or the Zone or some shit. What's Blazing the Sports says Wilder is in a good spot. He can go anywhere to ESPN, the Zone, PBC, etc. Heyman is just a manager. Jacobs is a Heyman fighter, and he is with the Zone. Great. Why these other fighters don't have the same blueprint? Treat Heyman the way he is. He's just a manager or advisor, whatever. Fight wherever you need to fight for the bag and to put yourself in a position to become a champion or unify or undisputed or whatever. All these other coward ass niggas hiding and making excuses. I only fight over here. I only fight on this side of the street. Did niggas get mad at somebody like me when I expose this shit? Like, huh? Are you the only nigga that got that blueprint? Because the rest of your homies is doing what they need to do, putting themselves in position to fight. Shout out to Danny Jacobs, man. You know, managed by Heyman. Said, fuck it, nigga, I'm gonna go where the bag is at. I'm gonna go put myself in a position where I can fight the best. Come on now, like Canelo's up there. Canelo is the guy. He's the unified champion. And got them damn custom-made Mexican belts and shit. Danny whoop his ass. Like, nigga, give me them and all them goddamn quinceanera Mexico belts, nigga. Whatever. Trav says, I think Eddie was right. Showtime might quit boxing. Can't compete with ESPN at its own budget or Fox. Wow. We're gonna definitely see, man. 2019, man. We're gonna definitely see by the end of this year what it's really gonna shape up to. For real. Boxing Monster says PBC is following the Mayweather blueprint with one problem. They don't have a talent like Pretty Boy. These boxers forget to earn it. I mean, yeah, bro. Absolutely right. They don't have nobody on the Mayweather level over there. Who is on the Mayweather level? Who is there that's commanding big, numbers like that? You know? I think if they had already fought each other, like if like all these Heyman fighters, but they all avoiding each other. They would have been probably had somebody who you can say is the next one who's bringing in the Mayweather type numbers if they would all just got it in, just being active. But everybody's scared to risk they owe. Scary, man. I can't support no scary fighters, man. This is it's a brutal sport. It's a brutal sport. You should never get in this shit but it's too many of these guys, they want to, get more followers on social media, and all that old extraness. Nobody got time for that, bro. Nobody got time for that. I'm gonna pay attention to where it's really popping at. I'm gonna pay attention over there. That's where I'm gonna put my attention at. I'm a boxing fan. Yeah, I might like somebody, but hey, they're not gonna scrap it. They ain't in the right situation. Hey, it is what it is, man. Get your shit together. Catch you on the rebound. So at the end of the day, man, we gotta see what's gonna happen. Hopefully everything gets done with quick with Wilder and Brazil. Brazil's been asking for it. So hey, like they say, beware what you wish for. Here it is. So Deontay Wilder, I don't see anybody else around. Ain't nobody else out here trying to fight you like that, or even qualified. So at the end of the day, we got to see, make this fight happen, and then see what he can do after this. That's really all I got, man. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. Hit the thumbs up. The ones that catch the playback, if you new, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and join my channel, man. Also, shout out to everybody that supports me on my other channel, Black Horse Promotions. But yeah, we're gonna put in more work over here. And if anything else new hits the horizon, I do my best to cover it and go live or upload a video. But it's a Black Horseman, man. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.